Hey everybody, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for tuning in to this week's beer review. We're going to check out something from Naragansett Brewery in collaboration actually with Revival Brewery. It's Lovecraft Honey Ale. Apparently it's a tribute of sorts to H.P. Lovecraft. I'm not familiar with much of his works. I just know that they're very dark and they laid the foundation for a lot of today's horror and sci-fi writers. Apparently it's based on a brew that's consumed in one of his works of fiction. So, something to check out for Lovecraft fans. It's a honey ale, which, rather than being a true mead, which relies just on honey for the malting of the yeast to convert the sugars into alcohol, it's actually combined honey with a malted grain. In this particular case, a 4-grain blend with the honey. And they say it's kissed with hops to give it a little bit of a light hoppy touch. So what I'm anticipating from this is a very malty, slightly sweet brew. I like the fact that they have just touched it with hops. One thing I've noticed with meads or anything that relies on honey as part of the fermentation is that you really want to pair it with a fruit. A true mead is only honey, and if you combine it with anything other than fruit, it really throws it off. The bitterness of hops really does not pair well with the sweetness of the honey in the mead. But again, this is not a mead, this is a honey ale. So, yes, I've lost a little bit of concentration tonight. Before I get too far into this, hit me up down below with a like and a share. Hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. Check out Lovecraft Honey Ale. Can opener is not necessary, but I don't want to break a nail. Got a very nice dark color, but there's also a very gold hue to it. It's pouring quite nicely and giving a decent head without too much of an effort. It's fairly dark, some amber notes to the color, but mostly that nice golden glow to it. I suspect the honey has a lot to do with that. A lot of sweetness coming off of it. A little bit of hoppy bitterness, no particular notes coming through. The head's very effervescent, it's quite foamy, which means I anticipate a fairly thick mouthfeel. Almost looks like the kind of head you'd see on a stout, but in a much lighter beer. It's a very interesting taste profile. Front, I'm getting a lot of the maltiness from the 4-malt blend paired with a sweetness from the honey. Then as it rolls off the back of the tongue, there's a bit of a floral note that comes through from the hoppiness. Overall bitterness from the hops. It's actually a very interesting and unique taste. I'm rating this one at a 4 out of 5, mostly because of the unique blend of flavors in it. Nothing's really coming forward. I'm not really getting that, wow, I really love the taste of it, that's going to push it up to a 5. But it's definitely a solid 4, which is highly above average. just because of the complex tastes. But that's just my opinion. As always, check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments and the email link down below. Love to hear your opinion as well. If you have a beer that you want to see reviewed, especially if it's one that you brewed yourself, hit me up same way. Comments and the email link down below. If you want to submit a beer, I'll definitely get a couple of other opinions. I won't just rely on my own. Till next time, cheers.